Hi, I'm going to walk you through how to fill out the Women's Heart-Centered Somatic Journal. This is a daily practice to help women and anybody who wants to identify with their feminine energy to drop out of their head into their body and intuitive information, listening and then following their heart. This daily activity takes between 10 and 20 minutes each morning, and there are guides to help you fill it out. So here's what a page looks like. And I'm going to walk you through how I fill out my page each morning. So the first line says date and time. So today I would look at my phone and I would see that it's Thursday, January 9th at 10:33 a.m. So I would write that on the top line. The next line is about my moon phase. So where am I at in terms of my bleed? Now, if you're someone who doesn't have a menstruation cycle, you can just skip this line. But if you are someone who does, I like to use the app Stardust. It's a free, has a free version, and I look up where I'm at, and you can see it says I'm in my follicular. So I circle follicular. I would circle follicular on my page. Next is an indication of where the moon is. So I have an app called The Moon, and I like to pull that up, and it says that it is waxing and it's about 80%. So I would circle waxing and I would write in 80% here on that line. The next question is grounded. So how grounded do I feel in this moment? I'd say I'm about 3.5. So I'm going to make an X between 3 and 4. Next is the recitation part. So I'm going to just dial in with myself and my spirit and say, thank you for this day. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this breath. And then at least 3 times, I'm going to breathe in. I bring my attention into my body here now. Breathe out. I allow my attention to rest in my body and in the earth. Breathe in. I breathe my attention into my body here now. Breathe out. I allow my attention to rest in my body and in the earth. Breathing in. I bring my attention into my body here now. Breathing out. I allow my attention to rest in my body and into the earth. Next, I'm going to do the body scan portion. And the important thing about this is to go, if you can, in the order of the description listed and just fill out as much as you can. And the guides are here to help you. So the first question is the energy, the colors. So I'm just going to do a scan of my energy around my body and see what colors I see correlated with those energies. So right now I'm seeing a lot of purple and magenta up here around my head. I'm sensing a lot of like blue, green, teal energy around my belly and womb space. And I'm sensing some orange energy around my feet. So I would write down, blue, magenta, purple around my head, blue, green, teal around my womb space and torso, and then orange around my feet. Next, I'm going to feel into the sensations that I feel inside my body. And we have these sensation words that you can use to look at. And the purpose of the guides is to give you some words that may be helpful for you. And you can use your body and your eyes to just glance over the page and see what words are almost like popping out at you on the page, and then associate where in the body that may feel. So I'm feeling pretty expansive in my heart space. I'm feeling I'm feeling cold in my feet, and I'm feeling a little achy in my womb space because I just moved over to the follicular phase from bleeding. So I'm noticing that shift in my body and in my womb space. So I would just write down some of those sensations. And then next I'm going to look at the emotions, and the same thing with the emotions. So I'm just going to glance over the page and see what words are like popping out at me on the page. So I'm feeling alert. I'm feeling intrigued. I'm feeling a little hesitant. Also maybe a little sluggish. I'm definitely feeling some uncertainty. I'm feeling composed and still. So I would write down those. And then The last part is any needs. So this is a non-comprehensive but pretty good list of basic human needs. And same thing, I'm just going to scan over the page and see which ones are popping out at me. Now, some of these may be popping out of me because I'm feeling like they're particularly met in this moment, or that they're particularly unmet in this moment, or I'm not sure if it's met or unmet. And that's totally okay. We're just looking at what needs are really drawing our energy and attention in this moment today. So validation is sticking out to me. Predictability, stability is jumping off the page. Passion, creativity is jumping off the page for me. Wholeness, self-acceptance, curiosity. So I would write those down. Next, in the heart scan, something that I like to do is put my hands on my heart while I do this, because it helps to get really quiet and place your attention really in that heart space as you're holding it and as you're holding tender care for it. So for the heart space today, start again with colors. It's an important entry point, is to look at the colors of the energy there. And I'm seeing this like pink, peachy color with some little dots of yellow. And then sensations. Am I feeling any sensations in my heart space? I'm feeling a softness and a tenderness in my heart space. And now you're going to ask for any pictures or information about what's going on. And I want to say this may be part of a more challenging aspect if you're not used to looking at information like psychically, like receiving this information this way, but it does get easier as you practice over time. I find that I often have to get pretty quiet, pretty still, and it's just going to like slowly come through. Today I'm getting an image of, it's actually like, the picture is like the tip of a canoe and it's going upstream, and I'm the person sort of paddling. So I'm seeing this tip of this canoe going upstream. And the message is about orienting myself towards compassion. And that's the message that I'm seeing. So I'm going to write that down. You know, I see the tip of a canoe. The river is representative of compassion, and the invitation is for me to orient myself. And so now I'm going to ask very specifically for wisdom and guidance for today on how to follow my heart. The message that I'm getting is to not get stuck in the bank. So it's a continuation of the picture I got from my heart scan. And sometimes that's the case and sometimes it's not. But the message that I'm getting today is, yeah, this idea that this like compassion is this river flow, and that I can orient myself easily, directly within the stream, and that I don't need to get stuck on the banks, that I have this permission to really like keep on orienting myself towards compassion. And that's really the invitation today. So I would write that down. And then I'm going to write down 3 things that I'm grateful for in this moment. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for my family and my community. These are sort of general ones I'm going to name today. I do encourage you to be as specific as possible, and also to try to think of writing new things each time, really expanding the scope of what you are allowing yourself to feel grateful for. And then the last line is your intention for the day. Let me just sense in with what would feel like a really heart-centered intention for me today. For me, flow and ease for my intention today. I hope this was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, you can always email me at hello@joyfuldeath.institute. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. I hope this video description was helpful to you, and I wish you the best of luck as you embark on this journey of following your heart.